There's a section of MMORPG gamers that just absolutely suck and should be called out. They are the MMORPG content burners. When you see them, be sure to gun them down and everyone they're standing around because they are ops. And we smoke ops around here. We gotta smoke some ops around here. Because since the beginning of the MMORPG genre, these people have existed and are absolutely annoying and are the worst kinds of gamers to have in your genre. They are the people that burn through an MMO's content, and when they complete it all, they just start bitching because the devs haven't released an update for them to play the second they completed the last fucking update. They fucking suck, and they act like the game should be centered around them. When they don't get content updates in fast enough cycles, they start posting all over the internet and in reviews claiming the game is bad and that it's boring because there isn't enough content for them to enjoy and the game is dried out. It's fucking ridiculous, and 90% of the time they are completely wrong and are just being self-centered bitches. They're just mad that they don't have another update to burn through the first day they finished the last update. And normally we could just call them retards, make fun of them, and they stomp their foot and pound sand, and things are okay. But the last quite a while, they've affected how games get updated and developed. For a long time, the MMORPG genre suffered from MMOs being developed for players that just rush to endgame, burn content up, not enjoy the story or the world. See, look at games like Terra, Ion, Final Fantasy XIV, and so on. The majority of the best gameplay is at the later game level stage. I said level, later game stage, because these players are just flying through the game and they want to keep them playing, so they focus on the end game because they already burnt through the leveling part. So why focus on that when you want to keep them playing your end game? See, Terra cut out most of its leveling content so you can level up quick and simply and get to the end game and enjoying the rest of these fucking losers. That shit ruins MMORPGs. There are so many MMORPGs that I've played the last 4 years that just straight up suck ass until the end game because these devs cater to these loser ass players. And the funny thing is, these fucking players don't stick to one game. They'll burn up one MMO so much and then they move to the next one and then repeat. So these MMORPGs with shitty rush to endgame designs just die off or are stuck with a low population of players who want to enjoy the game in all stages. They kill, like, that's why Terra's dead. Like, it's still around, but it's dead because the devs focused on these endgame people, these burn content motherfuckers, and then they're gone. Bruh. So now they're just stuck with people that are curious about the game in itself and not just getting to the end game and feeling accomplished. The point of an MMORPG is to adventure through the entire game, to live in a fantasy world with its own rules and problems, removing the reason to enjoy or play and just forcing a fast-paced grind makes these games fucking suck and not worth playing to get to the fun part. They're not worth playing at all at that point. And if you watch Nerd Slayer, shout out to him, his Death of a Game series, you could see how some major MMORPGs shot themselves in the dick and balls just catering to these fucking types of content burning players. And you know what keeps these games alive and player bases healthy? Developing a game that provides fun gameplay at all stages, that ignoring that group of content burners because they just fucking suck and ruin the genre for others. So people shouldn't listen to them, and devs should not cater to these players. Cater to the people that want to play early, mid, and end game and want to stick around and just live in this fantasy world. You should make a fantasy world that people want to stick around in and not just rush through. And these fucking players suck, especially since they're going to quit the game anyways and move on and just leave a shitty end game only MMORPG. They just lose the player that they cater to if they focus on these content burners. I bring this up because I've been seeing a lot more people talk about Throne and Liberty being dead or shitty because they burnt through the fucking content already. Devs need to avoid catering to these players at all costs. When you see them, point them out and make fun of them. They do not like it. And if they continue to get their way in the genre won't be worth a fuck to play in the end. MMORPGs should be fun to play from beginning to end and not be a chore in the beginning, where the reward shouldn't be after 50 hours of grinding, you finally get to play with the rest of the player base and enjoy the game. So if you're a content burner, go fuck yourself. MMORPGs all have limited content. If you can't make your own entertainment out of an MMORPG and you just need it spoon-fed to you, this genre isn't for you, bud. Go play Call of Duty, it's more your speed. Fuck these people. That's all I gotta say about this topic. Thanks for listening, and see you next time on The Realm. Peace out, gamers.